And a good day, all of you. John Henderson here at the Beverage Ramble, back again with you. Another Beverage Ramble edition, rehash time. Old Chub, Scotch Ale, wee heavy. What should I say? Old Chub Scotch Ale. From Oskar Blues, this is a Scotch Ale, wee heavy style beer. 8% ABV. I did this review, or did this beer 4 years ago. It's 2017. So obviously a lot has happened since then. All right, let me pour it in my little glass here. It was a nice little day today. I should have warmed this up a little bit, but pour in my little glass. Liked by, of course, some of the beer guys, Beer Advocate and Rate Beer. Give it very good scores. So yeah, so when I reviewed it at first, I didn't think much of it, the beer, and I didn't know what it was. And I thought, okay, this is it's not a stout, it's not a, it's not a porter. What is this style? At that time, I didn't know much about beer styles and things like that. So, still learning. So I said, okay, here it is. These beers tend to be very high in alcohol, kind of like with like Belgian, similar to a Belgian quadruple, and these imperial stouts as well. So, and I said, tend to be very, very, very strong. Very lot of barley malt. I'm definitely getting from this when I reviewed it. When I reviewed it, I was like, what is this? I'm like, man, this is not a Scotch Ale. So it's like, man, this thing's so strong. Definitely a lot of malted barley. Also, new can design from the last time when they came out, when they had the old Chub. They had the all the cursive letter writing in this. And of course, the different look. So an Irish kilt looks like, with the colors of a kilt that you would wear. Scotch Ale. So very strong malt barley. Of all the other Scotch wee heavy beers I've had the Dirty Bastard from Founders, which is excellent. And I tend kind of look at these beers like I look at imperial stouts, kind of more suited for this time of year. It's warm, it's cold, it's a little nippy out there, and you wanna something to kind of warm you up. Maybe I should have let this at room temperature and took it out before I started consuming this. Left it out, maybe leave it at 40 degrees. I don't know. Maybe that might have been a big difference. Might have helped, possibly. But on to the taste. Nice, by the way. Nice look. Hope you like my glass, guys. Really nice. Very nice foam up top. Here we go. It's kind of a... Has like a brown sugar molasses sort of taste I'm getting. But man, it is nice. Yeah, I should have let it out, and kind of sat it out on the counter for a while and let it do its thing. So, yeah, I can see why it gets an outstanding score on both beer sites. Rate Beer, Beer Advocate, and I think on tap also gave it, I think, a 4 out of 5. 3.9, 1 out of 5. So I don't know. What can you pair a Scotch Ale with? Food wise, I don't know. I guess to me as a nightcap, I couldn't tell, but This has a very, it feels like something you could have around Christmas time. I mean, just it's the potency of it, the malted barley, the molasses, just a little hint of some spice in this beverage as well. And I must admit, as I did the first time when I reviewed it, I enjoyed it immensely. So, Oskar Blues, of course, is based in Colorado, but also they have a brewery here in North Carolina. Not in North Carolina, excuse me, up in North Carolina, I should say. And from their IPA to their, I'm trying to think of other beers that they put up from Oskar Blues I've had. From their IPA, of course, the 1050, their Imperial Stout, which I'm hoping to get this year. Hopefully, it will be around this year. I didn't find any of it nowhere last year. Of course, last year was such a crazy year with the pandemic and all. Yeah, there's like some grains in this, but it just has a sort of a sweet, little spice, little chocolate, but I won't say not much, but it has a strong multi-bar. I mean, it is really strong, folks. You think it's barrel aged. I mean, maybe from the last time I had it, but something about it now has sort of a barrel aged feel to it. Yeah, I don't get these much this now, but I probably will be buying a lot of these as we get closer to winter, and get closer to Thanksgiving. You know, buying a lot of these ales, a lot of these heavier. The Belgian quadruples definitely. The Imperial Stouts, you know, more into that. I'll still have my usual suspects I'll be drinking, but more stuff like this. I was trying to think what you compare it with food-wise. You know, it's kind of hard food with this. I mean, maybe I can't compare it with. I can't match it with a stew. I can't do that. That would be a little too strong for the palate, in my opinion. But I think it was Scotch Ale we heavy. Food pairings. I wouldn't think it wouldn't be good with anything else. I couldn't see with some barbecue ribs. Creme brulee. I would say this more after dessert. This is an if you want to pair with dessert, maybe a little too sweet with it, but some salt can go with it. Maybe goat meat would probably go good with this. Yeah, I might ask my mom to make some goat meat when I go home for Thanksgiving, and I haven't had that in a while too. So overall, nice, good, just an impeccable Scotch Ale. Heavy beer. Very malty. I think this is probably better from the second time I had it. From the first time I had it, I think it's better the second time having this. Of course, that was 4 years ago. So I enjoy it. I think this is very well done by them. Everything that Oskar Blues puts out, I've enjoyed. So I'm going to go the same score. This is an A all the way. This is a 9.4. So A, fabulous. For the Old Chub, Oskar Blues, Old Chub, Scotch Ale. Check it out. Try it. John Anderson Pierre, the Beverage Rambleton. Keep on watching as always. Cheers. Live, laugh, and love. Scotch Ale. We heavy Scotch Ale. Yay.